This week's episode is brought to you by our brand new store, Amusement Trading Co. Check it out at the links down below. When you think of Disney resorts, you might think of places like the Grand Floridian, All-Star Movies, or the Disneyland Hotel. Places all designed to keep you close to the magic whilst on a Disney theme park vacation. When originally designing the Disney Vacation Club, though, Disney intended for resorts to be spread all over popular tourist destinations of the United States, which is why nestled away around 2 hours east of Walt Disney World is Disney's Floridian beachside resort, Vero Beach. A resort with a history that stems back to before Walt Disney World even opened, and a resort that when it finally did open over 25 years later, nobody came. For Review Time, I'm Luke, and this is the story of Disney's Vero Beach, the second DVC resort that nobody wanted to buy into. Vero Beach wouldn't open until 1996, but to see the resort's true history, we have to head back to the 1960s, before Walt Disney World even opened. Florida before Disney came was all about two things: beaches and space, the intergalactic kind. Which explains why on the original Florida project map, two of the only other things mentioned included Daytona Beach and Cape Canaveral, where in 1969 more than 1 million people traveled to in order to see Apollo 11 take man to the moon. Disney knew their new vacation kingdom wasn't enough to keep guests occupied for weeks at a time, and through their surveys, they knew that half of the people who planned to go to Walt Disney World were going to spend days at Florida's beaches right before or after they visited the Magic Kingdom. Disney thought the perfect plan was to bundle Disney and the beach together into a single, sellable trip. Disney went and purchased 5,000 feet of beachfront property along the Atlantic Ocean on Melbourne Beach in Brevard County, around a 90-minute drive east of the Magic Kingdom. Here Disney planned to build Disney by the Sea, a small hotel, condominium complex, as well as a restaurant. A rather small resort that was more a place to rest your head whilst you explored all of what Florida's beaches had to offer. These plans for Disney at the Sea continued to be at the forefront of Disney's mind, even after Walt Disney World had opened. However, the oil embargo of 1973 put a rather large pause on the project, as it's hard to sell an hour road trip from Disney to the beach when you're only allowed to buy 10 gallons of gas at a time. This pause would ultimately turn into a permanent stop when the underperformance of Epcot Center sent Disney stocks on a downwards plummet, saying goodbye to the concept of Disney by the Sea at Melbourne Beach. As even though Disney still to this day owns this parcel of land, their next beachfront plans wouldn't be in Brevard County. In 1984, Michael Eisner became the new head of Disney and brought about big changes to the company, including plans for a Disney timeshare that would ultimately become what we now know as Disney Vacation Club, or DVC. After the first DVC resort, Old Key West, opened at Walt Disney World on the 20th of December 1991 to great success, Disney set their sights much larger when planning future DVC resorts, with 3 of the next 4 properties set to be built far away from Disney parks. The goal was to build resorts in countless popular vacation destinations in the USA to try and make Disney a part of every vacation. In March of 1993, Disney officially announced the resort, with the Orlando Sentinel noting, after building the Grand Floridian Beach Resort, the Caribbean Beach Resort, and the Beach Club, the Walt Disney Company has hit upon a novel idea, building a beach resort on an actual beach. The idea for Vero Beach stems back to those plans for Disney by the Sea, hoping to convince a visitor to extend their theme park vacation with a beach stay. As though Orlando had grown a fair bit since the 70s, Disney still felt that 2.5 parks and Universal's 1 weren't enough to base an entire road trip around. Disney's original pitch for the resort was relax on the warm sand and play in the sparkling blue waters of Disney's Vero Beach. Just 2 hours southeast of Walt Disney World Resort, this elegant, old-fashioned hideaway is located on Florida's scenic Atlantic Treasure Coast, near the charming community of Vero Beach. Get away from it all in spacious lodgings that provide the comforts of home with an idyllic beach practically at your doorstep. This resort wasn't designed around Disneyfication, but instead encouraged guests to return to nature and take a step back from the craziness of their everyday life. Disney's Vero Beach opened in October of 1995 as the second DVC resort, and Disney was expecting it to be a huge success, already planning an aggressive Phase 2 expansion of the property before it even opened. Phase 1 of Vero Beach contained a 120-room hotel as well as 60 villas, designed to accommodate up to 20,000 timeshare owners. The only problem was that when the resort opened, only 500 had signed up. It was almost impossible to persuade people to make the 2-hour drive from Disney World to Vero Beach, leading to this resort, even today, having one of the lowest occupancy rates of any DVC resort. This missing of expectations ultimately saw the DVC plans for countrywide expansion cancelled, with Aulani in Hawaii and Hilton Head in South Carolina being the only other 2 resorts to open outside a Disney theme park resort. The first thing visitors to Disney's Vero Beach will notice is how un-Disney it appears to be. Apart from a small sign at the entrance and a few Mickey Mouse pictures in the lobby, this could almost be any resort. And that's exactly what Disney was going for. This hotel isn't designed to be the all-encompassing Disney experience like the theme parks or the cruise line, but just a nice hotel in a great location that happens to be owned by Disney. Vero Beach is all about relaxing, and then relaxing some more. The biggest Disney touch at the resort has to be the subtly Mickey Mouse-shaped pool, one of the only 2 Mickey-shaped pools Disney has ever built. Elsewhere for recreation is the Pirates Plunge slide sliding into the pool, Portholes Mini Golf, a 9-hole golf course themed slightly to Peter Pan, a community hall packed with board games and table tennis, a fitness center, an arcade and spa. Of course, the real draw for the resort is the beach. With the property being waterfront, it's just a short walk from any hotel room straight into the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. As well as going for a swim, building a sandcastle or sunbaking, you can also rent a boogie board, sailboat, jet ski, kayak, beach chair or umbrella, all available for a fee. Also, if you come at the right time of year, you can watch the nesting of baby sea turtles making their first run into the ocean. The relaxing continues into your room, which will cost you around $230 a night on average, similar to what you would pay for a Walt Disney World moderate hotel. The resort offers a wide variety of rooms, including deluxe rooms with ocean or garden views, as well as the multi-bedroom vacation villas that DVC resorts are known for, perfect for the whole family. On-site is a couple of dining locations to fill you up after a tiring day relaxing on the beach, with the major offering being the Wind and Waves Grill. This table service casual dining restaurant serves breakfast and dinner daily for resort guests, serving up fresh Floridian seafood. The dads in your group, though, will love both the poolside bar and the Wind and Waves bar, the latter of which offers a spectacular view overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, complete with live music at night. Though if none of those take your fancy, luckily this resort isn't a trap that catches you into the world of Disney, and other resorts, restaurants, and activities are all just a short walk away. Through Vero Beach and later Hilton Head Island Resort in South Carolina, Disney learnt their grandiose plans for DVC weren't exactly what their guests had in mind. People didn't join the Disney Vacation Club to travel to a traditional vacation destination in the US. They did so to stay at Disney, which is why today, of 16 DVC properties, only 3 of them exist outside a Disney theme park resort. Vero Beach's original plans for 320 Vacation Club villas ultimately fell short, with only 60 ever being built, and any chance of further expansion at Vero Beach was all but confirmed to be off the table when in October of 2019, Disney sold off 26 acres of land they owned adjacent to the property. Today though, Vero Beach is still relatively popular, even if it's mostly with hotel guests rather than DVC ones, with the hotel being in the top 5 Vero Beach resorts on TripAdvisor. But what do you think? If you were ever a DVC member, would you ever use your points on a non-theme park hotel? Let us know in the comments. From the home of all things theme parks, I'm Luke for Review Time. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If so, be sure to like and subscribe, and also tune into our podcast, Review Time's Theme Park Cast, available on your podcasting platform of choice.